The Haryana government, the BJP, today has alleged that the Aam Aadmi Party has misused state machinery. But would you reckon it's a little rich because it's happened in the state of Assam as well with Mr. Mewani, where your government is there, ma'am?
Well, good evening, Preeti. If at all in the case of Mr. Mewani, due process was not followed, he has all the rights to approach the court and actually appeal against it. But that was not the case. And usually in our courts of law it is said, and infamously so, half knowledge of law is twice as dangerous, which is exactly what the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson established on your show. Point number one, she said that Tajinder Bagga did not actually follow suit. Yes, 5 summons, 5 notices were issued to him, but what she has actually omitted to tell you is that his own advocate, and he's a senior advocate and a very well-respected one, Mr. Chetan Mittal, actually responded to each and every notice that was issued to him. And I mean the 5. Point number 2, what she has omitted to tell you, that 2 advocates from the city of New Delhi travelled to Punjab and actually submitted a statement on his behalf. Point number 3, no due process was not followed as per the laid down law of the Honorable Delhi High Court. And if you would give me 20 seconds, I am going to read exactly what the law states. Yes, they may have called the Thana, but the law does not stop at just calling the local police Thana and informing them, hello, we are going to arrest somebody in your jurisdiction. That is point number 5 of para number 15, which was the law laid down in the case of Sandeep Kumar versus State of Delhi as per judgment of Justice Muralidharan dated October 18, 2019. Interestingly, what she has omitted to tell you is point number 6. Now, point number 6 states, after reaching the destination, first of all, he as in the assigned police officer, should inform the concerned police station of the purpose of his visit to seek assistance and cooperation. It goes on thereafter to enlist 29 points, Preeti, mind you, as to how an interstate arrest...
Ma'am, let's go one by one. I promise, Ms. Gupta, I'm coming back to you. I
point
promise.
Number 29.
Make your point. Ms. Sharma, make your point.
Yeah, point number 29 of para number 15 of the same judgment goes on to state that delinquent police official, in case the set procedure, the established procedure under this judgment, which was on recommendation of a committee, is not followed, the delinquent police officer can be directed to pay compensation under the public law and by way of strict liability.
Right.
These 29 points were thereafter accepted as recommendations. They were accepted as the set procedure under CRPC, which is the current law of the land, as per para 17 of this judgment. So I do not know what law she is talking about. Anyway, for a party which has infamously declared themselves to be anarchists, should be not talking about following the law of the land. And that's exactly what happened today.
I'm going to go to...
The abduction case registered against the police was actually correct.
I'm going to go to Ms. Gupta, but I'm going to ask you, Ms. Sharma again, how is it different than what happened in Gujarat, Banaskantha, where the Assam police flew in, arrested Jignesh Mewani in Banaskantha in Gujarat, by air took him to Assam on the charges of a tweet that he had tweeted out, which at some point of time offended a BJP cadre. What's so different in what happened here and what happened in Gujarat?
The fact simply is of legal procedure, Preeti. The fact is, you can go by road, you can go by air, or you can go by train. Please follow the procedure, which in the first case says that any visiting police contingent needs to visit first the local thana, thereafter take him to a transit, take him to a local magistrate for transit remand. None of this was followed. And if at all in the case of Mr. Mewani, the set procedure in the state of Gujarat was not followed, then please, I urge you, go to the court. This is the set procedure as far as the jurisdiction of Delhi is concerned. I am not actually stating the law as set by, say, a local court, a district court, or a sessions court. I am quoting directly Justice Muralidharan's
The law of the land was not followed in that case, but fair enough, that's an issue that had to be raised by the Congress in a court of law, which they did not raise. But, you know, prima facie, both cases smack of similarity, but having said that, you've raised questions of procedural overlook, which, Ms. Gupta, there are quite plenty if you look at what's gone down.
So, Preeti, the Punjab Police informed the Delhi Police, the Janakpuri Thana, but do you really think that Delhi Police that reports to Mr. Amit Shah, they refuse to accept that, acknowledgement, the intimation that they will be visiting Mr. Bagga's residence for his arrest? Point number one. Point number two, everything has been video recorded. It has been done by the process, by the book, and the facts will come out in the court. But Preeti, the bottom line is, what did they do today? They basically wasted the time of 3 state police, 3 state senior police officers to try to save one gunda who's a habitual offender, who's always trolling, writing abusive things about everybody on the internet, who's known to incite violence, who's known to cause communal disharmony. To protect that one gunda tells you what? That this is what the Bharatiya Janata Party stands for. They're a party of gundas, and they bend backwards to save gundas. This is what they've shown today. 70 years of the history of this country, it has never happened that 3 state police time has been wasted. One state police slapping a case of kidnapping against another state police. You give me one example where this has happened in the 70 years of India's history.
All right.